This has been the most insane week for sneaker news we've seen in a very, very long time. Starting off 2025, right? There's so many insane things, and I'm not even talking about how Ye's been absolutely tweaking on Twitter over the last couple of hours. Like, there's making controversial statements for attention, and then there's just genuine tweaking. Like, oh my God, it's been bad. I'm running out of, but he made graduation excuses. Like, but okay, where do we even start? Okay, so with the Galaxy Foamposites, there's an early release happening for those, and I'm not even talking about the one that we just had today. So if you're unaware, today, just a couple hours ago, we saw exclusive access go out for the Foamposites, and basically the way this release worked, they've done something like this in the past too. If you've entered for at least 3 Foamposite releases since March of 2023, then you will be given exclusive access to enter into a draw, and then from there you could get lucky. And this actually was legitimate. I spoke to people who can confirm that they entered for at least 3 pairs of Foamposites since March of 2023, and while not everyone won the draw, of course, some of those people did, and it was fantastic. We notified inside of the free group when it did go live because it wasn't at the usual time, and we wanted to make sure everyone got alerted for that. So for things like this, urgent notifications, just join the free Discord. It's linked in the description below. Not only for this, but for raffles too, for guides, site lists, much more like that. It's all free, and it's especially important for one of the updates we're going to talk about, the Band Jordan 1. So definitely join up if you haven't already. But God, there's more we got to talk about. That's not the only early release for these Foamposites. The other news is that Foot Locker is going to be having an early release for these Galaxy Foamposites. So that's going to be occurring on the 15th. So the main release for these is on February 21st, but Foot Locker is having an early release on the 15th. And they should be releasing via the Flex app reservation. So obviously make sure you have the app, the Foot Locker app download, so you can sign up for that. And I just gotta say, this is probably the shoe that I'm most excited for in all of 2025. These are absolute grails for me, and a very sentimental sneaker too. Very excited for these. Now after that, I don't even know where to begin because we got more insane stuff regarding Off-White, and there's some stuff that I can't even talk about yet, but I'll allude to it. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then we also have to talk about the UNC Jordan 1s. Oh my God, there's so much this week. What is going on? But first of all, we just got news that the Jacquemus shoe is going to be dropping in holiday 2025. Now, why is this old, ugly sneaker such a big deal? Well, this was like one of the original OG Nike models ever. And a vintage pair actually has sold for over $400,000 in the past. So these getting an actual retro is a really big deal from a collector perspective, especially if you're a runner and you just want a sneaker like this in your collection. Now, how easy these are going to be to pull off, I can't really say that, but it's cool for collecting purposes. They're going to be dropping sometime in holiday of 2025. Also in holiday 2025, we're getting yet another A Ma Maniére collaboration, another Jordan 4 to be specific. And this time it's coming in a unique dark mocha bronze eclipse black violet ore colorway. Again, retail is going to be $225 on these, and they will probably drop via a new domain method, which is where the retailer basically drops a sneaker on a new website dedicated to the release, and it's supposed to be secretive, but Endurance always does have the early links for this stuff, and it's going to be important that you guys have those early links for a more important release that's coming up in just a couple of weeks. Then we also just got word that on February 11th, so right around the corner, we're going to be getting the OG Ultra Boost 1.0 10th anniversary finally coming back again. And now these, of course, are just personals, they're bricks, but it is a pretty nostalgic sneaker because if you guys recall when these first released, it was right around the time when the sneaker game started picking up steam again, and it's just so funny how it feels like the whole sneaker game works in this continuous cycle. Like, it feels like we're at that point now where the sneaker game is about to get crazy again, just like it did when these were first releasing back many years ago. Now, the update for the Band Jordan 1s, raffle for these have officially started. These are the store list. It's not just going to be for US like initially expected. So there is 10,000 pairs for the US, but worldwide there's other retailers dropping too, and so I do believe that rumor for around 20 to 23,000 stock is pretty accurate. So that's the worldwide stock that you should expect, but just for US it is supposed to be around 10,000, just slightly less than that, with each store receiving about 400 pairs. But the update is that the raffles are officially going live, so make sure you sign up for those. Again, we post raffles inside the free Discord. Make sure you join if you haven't already. And also remember that Gargantua does support most of these raffles, so if you're looking to get into raffle botting, definitely consider picking up Gargantua. You get it for completely free when you join Endurance, so you get it for free for 25 days, so consider checking it out. Then on October 1st, we're getting the Jordan 11 Rare Air. This is just a mock-up we're seeing. These are dropping for $230, probably going to end up being personals. Some other good news, we got the Jordan 4 Black Cat actually coming back on November 28th for $225. Don't expect these to still resell for $800 to $1,000. Obviously, there is going to be much more stock produced this time around, but doesn't change the fact that these are still awesome personals and they match every single outfit. Definitely a fire Jordan 4. Even more exciting than that, though, on May 10th for $180, we're getting the Jordan 1 High UNC Reimagine, and we just finally got a first in-hand look at these, and thank the Lord that they did not try to fuck with these like they did on the Black Toe Reimagine, where they got rid of the wings with the Royals, making those suede. I don't know what Jordan Brand was thinking when it came to those decisions, but all they have to do for the Reimagine models, especially for Jordan 1s, is just give it a vintage vibe. They're trying to do too much. Just give it a vintage vibe. I promise everyone's going to be happy. So when these drop, these are going to be profitable. These are going to bang. And now you look at the Black Toe Jordan 1s, those are already under retail. I don't know what Jordan Brand was thinking with those, but thank God that the UNC Reimagine is actually going to just have a vintage vibe. Now, the most important update for today, but not the last update, the most important update is definitely the fact that Union has been teasing the Union Jordan 1 collaboration, which was rumored to be dropping sometime in February, and then rumors started saying that it's not going to drop in February, they're still going to be dropping in summer like the Fragment Jordan 1s, and now it looks like the first rumor was actually correct. They are going to be dropping sometime in February, and the current word on the street is that it's going to be around Valentine's Day, February 14th. So that's subject to change. I haven't got word from my source yet, but I'll have to keep you guys updated on that. Make sure you subscribe and enable post notifications. But regardless, it's definitely going to be somewhat soon, whether it's actually on Valentine's Day or not. It's going to be soon. Union's already teasing it. What does this mean? It means that they're going to have a massive release on a new domain, and there's going to be a way to get that early link for the new domain. And how is that? Going to be able to get it inside of Endurance, because for every single release when it comes to these new domain methods for these big collaborations, we've always had the early link, and it gives members a huge advantage because they don't have to wait for the regular site to drop the password, then they have to try to find where to click and get to the new website. No, we give you the early link ahead of time. This way, you actually have a competitive advantage. You have those extra 10 to 15 seconds to cop the sneaker, which makes all the difference. That's not in the free group. That's in the full Endurance group, so consider joining if you haven't already. And, of course, I'm going to make a full how to cop guide on these soon, so make sure you subscribe for that. Now, I would, of course, expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin. Even though many unions have been bricking lately, this is an exception for sure. We saw how much hype there was on the original Union Jordan 1s. I think with this colorway, it's not going to be that much different. I think they know to keep it relatively limited too. So it's going to be, profitable for sure, but it's not going to be too hard to get because Union knows how to release sneakers, and that's through the new domain method. Now, the final update for today, and I can't really say too much, but maybe you'll be able to catch my drift. The Off-White Jordan 1 High Alaska is releasing in holiday of 2025, and people are starting to figure out that this is not a new Off-White Jordan 1 colorway. This is, in fact, the Europe pair that released a long time ago. People are starting to see that this is not a new colorway. This colorway already released. Something insane is coming, guys. There are so many big plans. I can't talk about it yet, but oh my God. The sneaker game is really about to go through the same cycle that it went through from like 2015 to 2018, 19. It's all cyclical, and this is just further proof of that, like what's about to happen with Off-White and Nike. You'll see. Other than that, though, have a fantastic rest of your day. And remember, you could join Endurance with the link below or the free group. Other than that, later.